Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of A Dairyman's Diary. My name is Frank, and you joined me in what is a little bit more of a calm, soothing situation and scenario than you last found me at, when we had emergency service vehicles all around the yard here, sirens going off, smoke and flames coming out from the shed overhead. But we're past that now. It's another day. It's a new day. We have the aftermath to deal with, and we're gonna have a look into it. But it's honestly very, very, very lucky, and I'm going to kind of walk that through with you now to show you why, really. The bales did catch on fire. How? I don't quite know yet. We're just trying to find out. There might have been a static spark or something that caused it to kick on a little bit, maybe from when the bales were a little bit hot, steaming a little bit in there, so it could have been that. I just don't know. No electrics in the shed that I knew of, so I don't think it was faulty wiring or a spark or anything like that, but we'll have to wait and see. Fortunately, the shed kind of just burnt through the first section. What we have been able to do here is take down, just knock that all down, and we got rid of the, I mean, it was wooden anyway, so the firefighters were able to kind of just control the burn, really, and make sure it just kind of chopped off this first section here, and then we were able to knock that down. Quite lucky there, really. And this is what is remaining of all of our all the hay and all the straw that was in there. Sorry, it's not much. It's all wasted. It's all going to be kind of, I'm going to cart it out into a field today, just turn it into compost over time, really. Just leave it there, let it do its thing, let it rot away, and it'll be fine. And then we'll be able to just eventually either sell it to someone or put it onto a field. We had to move equipment around. This yard was suddenly very, very, very small, and the driveway's not built yet, so the wife was relieved but also annoyed because, well, around the corner here you'll see that there's a tractor and drill parked right in front of the back door, so that wasn't ideal, but what can you do? However, the fortunate news is this morning my brand new JCB AGRIPRO arrived. It is here. We're going to be using it today. Can't wait. We've got a lot of sorting out to do in here, so we're going to get it put straight to work, really. Here it is. It is absolutely delightful. It's a 542-70, which is going to be a really nice machine for us. Really, I'm looking forward to using this. We have the quick fit brackets on the front there. I bought a new bale spike to go with it because I like the versatility of this one. It looked quite small and agile, as opposed to some of our bigger ones there. Probably won't get used as much for some of the different tasks that we have, but still gonna be a good one. And I also got a quick fitting bracket so I can hook up to the rest of my attachments, so I don't have to change anything out there, really, which I thought was quite smart. We changed up our tires. I went for the Michelin. This is the kind of the I think these are the axial bibs that they have. I think that's what they are. But yeah, a bit more of an industrial tire on here. I think these are the H somethings, and they are a bit bigger, a bit tougher, but yeah, they're gonna be looking good. For some of the conditions I think we're going to have, this should be more than adequate for what we need, really. Yeah, just looking to kind of see how it goes. We still have the other JCB over there. Of course, we're not getting rid of that one. The small Torin has gone as part of the part excess, so we said goodbye to that this morning. But this is just a really, really nice tractor. Now, what we're going to do... Oh, and there's one more thing I haven't shown you yet. Before the fire started, we started to utilize this shed. Now, a couple of you... I was talking to a couple of people in the chat. A couple of people were able to find this, or kind of see that it looked a little bit different there on the last video, even though we're flying around. But it's a brand. It's a shed that we're actually using now. Managed to get the door working on the side. The shed's always been here, but it's just been in a little bit different shape, really. We painted up the outside of it, smartened it up, but it's yeah, we're actually going to be able to use it. So it's becoming our storage shed. Get things, all sorts of equipment into here out of the way. As you'll see, move the combine in here just to get it away from the heat, in case there was any there. The header trailer. In the end there, we didn't have to move that, but that was going to be the next one to come in. You better believe it. And yeah, so I'm very happy with that. We'll get that in there. John Deere's in here out of the way as well. We'll probably fill this up with a lot of other equipment. It could take grain in here if we really wanted it to. It might still, actually, because we don't have anywhere else to put it. But we will. That's a while away. Yeah, we don't need. We've only got 2 fields in the ground yet. We don't need to worry about that one just for now. But yeah, that is the yard. That's all. That's kind of like us up to capacity now, I would say that. So I'm very happy with that. It's a very nice. I'm so pleased that the fire didn't catch on to that one in any way, because that would have really set us back. But we've still got a good storage shed here as well. We'll probably try and get this filled up with straw over the summer if we can. And then we can keep that one for hay or vice versa. I don't know. But yeah, we've got plenty of space, which is great. So I think what we need to do is there's still a bit of machinery scattered around there. We've got the Alfred Williams trailer in. The fire department, before they left, they did say that everything was looking good in there in terms of it wasn't too, you know, there wasn't any risk of that catching on, so we're okay in there for now. So we put some gear back in and put those pallets back in there as well there. So at some point that Johnson's trailer is going to go in. Probably just leave it where it is for now though, I think, just so we can get in and around if we need to. We've got some big square bales of varying different structures, integrity, and yeah, I don't know what condition they're going to be. We'll try and get those as and when we can, I guess, but we just have to kind of see how it goes. What I think we'll do though, whilst we can and whilst we're on this side, we might just put the forks onto the AgriPro, and then yeah, we'll just give this a bit of a whack, see how we get on with that. I reckon that sounds like the best of plans. So let's just go and jump on in anyway. This version of the AgriPro, this is brand new. It was shipped down from a factory, from the a dealership up north, hadn't been used. So yeah, it's got no hours on it, and it's ours. But yeah, I love it, absolutely fantastic. All the bells and whistles on here as well. It's absolutely a delight. It really, really is. Got a load sensor there. We've got the new LCD display on there as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, and back we go. So I'm gonna need to stick this off for now. I'm sure we're gonna find all sorts of bales and mess in there, but ultimately I'm gonna tip it all into a field. We'll leave it, we'll keep coming back to it, we'll try and take the strings off the bales that we can. And like I say, we'll just leave it in there. We'll come back to it every so often there, where we can look to maybe turn it over and make sure it's like it's getting some heat through it, making sure it's degrading a little bit there. That's what we need. And breaking down nicely. It should make some good compost, that, albeit not in the manner that one would really want to have to start making this, that's for sure. But let's get ourselves into the field there, and then we'll have a play and see how we can get this all tidied up, really. Alright, so I think we're just going to start with the straw here. The weather looking stuff at the back there, I don't know, we might stick a bucket onto it to start to see if we can shift that, but what looks like this kind of lighter looking straw, at least, we're just going to get moved out there. The sun's just come out from behind a cloud. It looks fantastic all of a sudden. I think what we need to do first, though, is just kind of pull this forward a touch, and then we can just lower it over the fence here. I don't see why not. Do it about there, that should be fine. Fantastic there. So yeah, like I say, I can't reiterate enough really, we were very, very fortunate with the way this all followed out. Really big thank you to the Chellington Valley Emergency Services, who were very quick, and to the anonymous dog walker as well, who called them, because I wasn't here. I was off site coming back to the yard with a load of beets, so without them I would have probably come back to a completely different state of play. Don't hit the fence, don't hit the fence. I'll just change that around. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, we'll just get a couple of load into here. That's magical. Okay, I don't know where I'm going to take this quite yet. I haven't decided that much, but we'll see as we get going with it, really. See what options that we do have there. Excellent. And stop. Perfect. Alright, so yeah, we are all set up now. We've got all the new gear that we need. Love to have a new loader on here. I think this is a great move. We can now actually look to... I'm having a demonstration of some Robert equipment. I'm not going to be buying any this year. I've got no money left. But next year, I might look into upgrading things like our bale shredder and see what we can find to refresh and renew that up a little bit. So yeah, that might be one thing that we look into there. So I'll be really intrigued to see that. I've heard some good things about that brand, actually. They seem to be doing very, very good stuff. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case, and I hope we get to see something pretty cool there. So yeah, we'll have to see. But if we can get that, it'd be great to have that kind of thing functioning on both JCBs. means that that massey doesn't have to go through quite so much moving about, to and fro. There we go. Okay, maybe a bit more in there. There's a few more bales in here. So what I might do is take this load away, and then we'll probably actually just drop this here. Come back for that, because I think we will just go and stick on the bale fork that we ordered with the JCB here. Have a bit of a blast with that one. Nice and small, nice and nimble, so we can pull out those bales if we can. They're likely just going to have the strings popped on them whilst they're on the deck. Otherwise, well, the strings will probably go when they're not. So, you know, that'll be sod's law, really. But we'll have to move that John Deere first, so we might as well take that away and tip it. Perfect stuff. So let's just swing forward again. So now we just need to find somewhere we can take this to, and then get ourselves away. I haven't really got anything else to go with at the moment, or anything else to run on at the moment there, so we're not running ourselves too behind any schedules at the moment there. We did get a few more loads of slurry out just the other day, so the lagoon here is looking alright, for now at least. It's looking not too shabby at all. And it went down very well. We put it on quite thick there, but we travelled very well because it was a little bit frosty there, but yeah, it's got in very nicely indeed. So you love to see that. So we're just going to go and grab this guy, and then we'll go and find somewhere where we can get this all tipped out, I think. Alright, done. We're not going to go too far with that, I don't think, there. We'll probably just muck all in this first field. This is not going to be touched for a little at a time, so I'm going to put it towards the hedge side, I think, of a field, just to give it some time. But that being said, it's only going to be around the corner. We really need to get in with that muck spreader. That heap there is piling on up, really kicking along there. We're probably going to take another load of muck down to the train field, which is our new land there. We'll just leave it down there for the time being, get it spread into there when we need to. But yeah, just to give that a little bit of an extra kick. I think we'll go to here with this, and then we'll just kind of tip this and all those bales. A lot of weeds in here, but they seem to be under some sort of control, which is good to see. But we'll likely just keep it away from the road, stick it in this far corner, out of the way. It's going to take us some time. We'll come over and we'll turn it over every so often, like I say, with the telehandler, just to get the heat going back through and get a bit of oxygen into it. And then yeah, that's all we can do, really, just leave it after that. But yeah, we should we'll get something off it. It's all just a bit of damp, wet straw at the moment, I think would be the best way to describe this load. So it is what it is. Anyway, hopefully it doesn't blow away too far. We'll get some of that weather stuff. Just kind of throw it on top, really, I guess. See how that kind of goes. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, and back up for another load we go. Okay, and around we are. So I hope you all do very well. Do let us know down below what you're working on, as always, where you're working, perhaps more importantly, and what you're getting up to. Thank you for all of the comments, feedback, and really kind words, actually. It's been great to read through on SFTN's page. I'm very, very happy that you are enjoying it all. We'll continue to bring you updates here. We are in the middle of winter, so it's a little bit slower than perhaps usual, but hey, the weather's still holding out for us, so it's good. It's frosty, it's cold, but it's good. The animals are doing well, they're thriving. Yeah, well, long hope that continues. So yeah, we can just carry on really as we are and see what changes. But what I'm going to do is pull forward this way. I was going to be starting work on the driveway with the telehandlers, just to kind of grade it off a little bit this week, but well, things get in the way, so shed fires happen and everything else. So we'll have to just get this all tied up and controlled, and then we'll jump over and look at see what's going on with the driveway there. So we'll get it fixed at some point, I'm sure of that. Yeah, looking forward to spending a lot of time in this thing. Absolutely, it's a really, really well made bit of equipment. That is for sure. Perfect. So like I say, yeah, a nice little smaller bell spike, just something a little bit more nimble, well made, sturdy little looking thing. And we'll have a look, have a play around with it, and mind the old Telegraph pole. I know I've been watching a little bit of Hey Team TV recently. If you haven't done so, make sure you go and check those fellas out. But they've got a new AgriPro as well, and it's, yeah, this looks like a nice bit of kit. So good looking spikes. So I thought we'll give something similar a go. Could be quite handy. Oh no, didn't have that one quite. Let's see if we can get this one instead. Some of these are just too rotten and wet and damp for words, so they may not pick up very well at all. So we'll have to just keep trying with these, I think. And if not, we'll just end up cutting the strings where they are and then trying to pick them up that way. No, it just doesn't want to get them. Okay. Well, I'm not going to fiddle around with that too much. I've got too much to do. So let's just go and grab the knife, and then we'll get that picked apart. So I think what we'll do is just kind of get those all pulled apart. Need to go and get a pen knife. Really, just bust them all open there, and then we'll get that all taken care of. I think will be the best way to go. Let's just stick this over here for now. And then, yeah, we'll get this all picked up, and then hopefully it's the case of getting this all cleared, and we'll be looking the whole world better there, and we can really get ourselves moved on into the into that kind of new section. I've got a bit of a plan to change this around, which I might as well kind of walk you through very quickly before we all get on with it. We're going to fence this off because eventually I want to get some sheep, so we want to bring some sheep into here. So it's obviously not very animal friendly at the moment, so what we're planning to do, we had originally moved the gate, so the gate was in fact there. What we'll end up probably doing now, though, given that this current situation, is probably putting a wall of some sort up here and fencing this off to here, or even keeping this all open, which would be a better option, and just fencing this straight down there, putting a wall of some sort up here and closing this end off, really, not all the way up there, probably just about kind of this high. Blocking this all off there so it's animal proof, and then we can get some animals into here where possible. Might leave a gate in here, so if I need to or want to get sheep undercover, I have an easy option to do so, but that'll be the plan for that. It's still a nice size shelter. It's still looking good despite what happened yesterday, which is remarkable. So yeah, we'll get that cleaned up. It gives us a little bit more space, really, and use this to store tractors in. I might make sure just get a bit of a more, maybe pour some concrete down here just to get this all taken care of and tied the way there. We should be looking grand. So that's going to be the plan, and we should hopefully see that all kind of develop over the next little while, and we'll be good. But until then, I think I'm just going to get stuck into it with the AgriPro and the John Deere, well, the John Deeres and the JCBs really for now, and we'll see what we can get done. So until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed as always. My name has been Frank. This has been another episode of A Dairyman's Diary. I hope you are relieved to see that everything is relatively safe and sound, and we'll bring you an update later on down the line. Until that point, though, thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you haven't yet to do so, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Simulation for the Nation, and we will see you in the next one. Until then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll catch you later.